In 2006, Dexter slashed its way into television history, gripping audiences with its dark storytelling, chilling twists, and unforgettable characters. But where are those stars now? From Michael C. Hall's haunting duality to Jennifer Carpenter's explosive intensity, the Dexter cast delivered performances that made you cheer for the unthinkable. Some rose to global stardom, some transformed completely, and a few might just surprise you. Let's dive into the blood-soaked past and uncover the Dexter cast, then and now. Michael C. Hall as Dexter Morgan. Let's be honest, when we think Dexter, we instantly picture that chilling stare and that plastic-covered kill room. Michael C. Hall didn't just play Dexter Morgan, he became him. But did you know his acting chops were already razor-sharp before he ever picked up a scalpel? Before Dexter, Hall wowed audiences as David Fisher on HBO's 6 Feet Under from 2001 to 2005, playing a closeted funeral director in one of the most emotionally layered performances of the early 2000s. But in 2006, everything changed. Showtime's Dexter introduced us to a forensic blood analyst with a dark secret. Hall's performance, instantly iconic. He kept the suspense alive through 8 gripping seasons, even returning in Dexter New Blood in 2021 and 2022, and now again in Dexter Original Sin 2004 to present. Yep, he's also executive producing now. And get ready, because Dexter Resurrection is already set for 2025. Off-screen, Hall has kept things just as bold, from starring on Broadway in Hedwig and the Angry Inch to playing a British doctor in the Netflix thriller Safe in 2018. He's never afraid to take on complex roles that challenge and surprise. Now 54, Hall keeps a low profile, but still has over 117,000 followers on Instagram. His style? Classic. A little mysterious, just like Dexter. Fans are still obsessed, and let's be real, we can't wait to see what he does next with our favorite dark passenger. Jennifer Carpenter as Deborah Morgan. Remember the tough-talking, foul-mouthed, but fiercely loyal Deborah Morgan? Yeah, Dexter wouldn't have been the same without her. Jennifer Carpenter brought raw emotion and gritty realism to the role, and fans instantly fell in love with her no-BS attitude. But before she was chasing serial killers as Miami Metro's detective, she was making us laugh in White Chicks in 2004 and then chilling our bones in The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That performance? Critics couldn't stop talking about it, and neither could horror fans. Then came Dexter from 2006 to 2013, where she played Deborah through all the chaos, heartbreak, and shocking twists. And let's not forget the wildest emotional roller coaster when she found out who Dexter really was. Talk about career-defining. Carpenter didn't stop there. She went on to star in Quarantine in 2008, an intense, claustrophobic zombie thriller, and led the sci-fi crime series Limitless from 2015 to 2016, plus The Enemy Within in 2019. Oh, and did you hear? She even voiced Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge in 2020 and Battle of the Realms in 2021. That's right, Deb became a fighter. In 2021, she made a powerful return in Dexter New Blood, not as a cop, but as Dexter's haunting conscience. Now 45, Jennifer still radiates strength and talent. With 328,000 followers on Instagram, she keeps it real, just like Deborah always did. So what's next for her? Whatever it is, you know it'll be badass. David Zayas as Angel Batista. David Zayas played Sergeant Angel Batista, the heart of Miami Metro. Always rocking his fedora and a warm smile, Angel was the kind of guy you'd trust with your life and your cafecito order. But long before he was chasing serial killers, Zayas was behind bars, well, acting behind bars, as Enrique Morales on HBO's gritty prison drama Oz. That role showed off his serious dramatic chops, and it wasn't long before he found his home on Dexter, sticking with the show for all 8 seasons. While filming Dexter, he stayed busy. He played shady and straight-laced cops alike in 16 Blocks in 2006, Michael Clayton in 2007, and took things up a notch in The Expendables in 2010, showing he could go toe-to-toe with Stallone. He also made appearances in thrillers like Skyline and Person of Interest. Zayas wasn't afraid to go dark. In 2013, he portrayed Detective Esteban Flores in Jodi Arias' Dirty Little Secret. And superhero fans, you probably spotted him as mob boss Sal Maroni in Gotham in 2014. In Dexter: New Blood in 2021 and 2022, Zayas returned to the role of Batista, older, wiser, and maybe one step closer to the truth about his old friend. And he's not done yet. He's set to return in Dexter Resurrection in 2025. Now 62, he's aged like fine rum, still sharp, still cool, and still reminding us why Angel Batista was the heart of the precinct. James Remar as Harry Morgan. If Dexter had a conscience, it wore the face of Harry Morgan. As the stoic and ghostly father figure, James Remar brought heart, wisdom, and that chilling code into Dexter's dark world. Every time he appeared on screen, it was like the voice of reason creeping through the blood splatter. But long before he was mentoring serial killers, Remar was making a name for himself, playing some of cinema's most ruthless villains. He was Ajax in the cult classic The Warriors in 1979, a tough guy with a wild streak, and then the terrifying Albert Gans in 48 Hours in 1982. If there was a baddie to play, Remar nailed it. He kept things intense in The Cotton Club in 1984 as real-life gangster Dutch Schultz. But his range didn't stop at guns and grit. From epic blockbusters like Django Unchained to heartwarming dramas and voiceover work, he's done it all. In the TV world, he found a new wave of fans as Peter Gamby in Black Lightning from 2018 to 2021, and later appeared in The Rookie as Tom Bradford. Horror fans, get ready, he's set to appear in It, Welcome to Derry on HBO in 2025. And yes, he's officially returning as Harry in Dexter Resurrection, proving that even in death, Harry Morgan still guides his son. Now 71, James Remar remains a powerhouse, a legacy built on tough love, twisted wisdom, and unforgettable characters. Julie Benz as Rita Bennett. Before Dexter brought us the quiet heartbreak of Rita Bennett, Dexter's sweet, unsuspecting girlfriend who just wanted a normal life, Julie Benz had already carved a name for herself in genre television. Long before Rita met her tragic end in that unforgettable Season 4 finale, Benz was slaying, literally, as Darla, the seductive vampire in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel from 1997 to 2004, captivating fans with her deadly charm. In the late 90s, Benz appeared in TV shows like Ask Harriet, Conrad Bloom, and The King of Queens, and starred in dark comedies like Jawbreaker and Dirt Mechanic. She also played a key role in the American remake of Fawlty Towers, titled Pain. As the 2000s rolled in, she kept landing diverse roles, lead in The Long Shot, a guest stint on NCIS, and battling pests in Locusts, the Eighth Plague. But it was in 2006 that she became a household name, playing Rita Bennett on Dexter. Rita's vulnerability, resilience, and tragic innocence gave the show emotional depth. Benz's performance earned praise for bringing humanity into the show's dark universe. Benz also dove into horror and action with Saw 5 in 2008 and Punisher Warzone, and even stood alongside Stallone in Rambo 2008. She later starred in Desperate Housewives, No Ordinary Family, Defiance, Training Day, and Love, Victor, showing her impressive range across genres. Now 53 years old, with 295,000 Instagram followers, Julie Benz remains a beloved figure in TV history, forever remembered as the heart Dexter never knew he had until it was too late. Desmond Harrington as Joey Quinn. When Deb needed a partner who is as sharp as he was unpredictable, in came Joey Quinn, badge, sarcasm, and all. Desmond Harrington joined Dexter in 2008, and suddenly Miami Metro got a whole lot messier and a lot more interesting. From his complicated romance with Deborah to his relentless suspicions about Dexter, Quinn kept us all on edge and guessing. But long before he walked into Miami Homicide, Harrington made his big screen debut as Jean Delon in The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc in 1999. Then came roles that leaned into his darker charm: Ghost Ship in 2002, Wrong Turn in 2003, Love Object, and later The Neon Demon in 2016. He even had a part in The Dark Knight Rises in 2012. Blink and you might miss him, but he's there. TV-wise, it wasn't just Quinn. He stirred the pot as Jack Bass in Gossip Girl from 2009 to 2012, played astronaut Alan Shepard in the Astronaut Wives Club in 2015, and popped up in Justified, Sneaky Pete, and Elementary. His quiet intensity is his trademark, and he brings it every time. Now 48, Desmond stays relatively under the radar with just 44,000 Instagram followers. But his fan base? Still loyal, still watching, and still hoping for more Joey Quinn. Luna Lauren Velez as Maria LaGuerta. Before she was the calculating, ambitious, and sometimes morally conflicted Lieutenant Maria LaGuerta on Dexter, Luna Lauren Velez had already built a strong resume of powerful women and gripping performances. She made her film debut in 1994's I Like It Like That, playing Lizette Linares, a role that established her as a rising Latina talent. Just a year later, she landed a breakout television role as Officer Nina Moreno in New York Undercover, showcasing her natural command in law enforcement roles. She further solidified her TV presence with her haunting portrayal of Dr. Gloria Nathan in HBO's gritty prison drama Oz. But it was in 2006 that Velez stepped into the shoes of Maria LaGuerta, the tough-as-nails lieutenant who navigated the political chaos of Miami Metro with razor-sharp ambition. Throughout Dexter's 8 seasons, her character evolved from manipulative to vulnerable, giving fans one of the most complex and layered arcs in the series. Her power plays, ethical dilemmas, and the shocking moment she finally discovered Dexter's secret made her role unforgettable. Beyond Dexter, Velez appeared in hit shows like Ugly Betty, Law & Order: Criminal Intent, Elementary, How to Get Away with Murder, and most recently American Rust in 2024, continuing to deliver magnetic performances. Now 60 years old, with 177,000 Instagram followers, Luna Lauren Velez remains a symbol of strength and longevity in Hollywood, forever etched in our minds as the woman who got this close to unmasking Dexter Morgan. C.S. Lee as Vince Masuka. When it comes to memorable characters in Dexter, few leave a lasting impression quite like Vince Masuka, the hilariously inappropriate, brilliant forensic expert played by C.S. Lee. With his signature smirks and wild one-liners, Masuka added a unique comic flavor to the otherwise dark and twisted world of Dexter Morgan. Before becoming the raunchy, sex-joke-cracking, blood-splatter analyst we couldn't help but love, C.S. Lee built a steady career in television and film. He appeared in The Sopranos as Dr. Ba and had a recurring role as Harry Tang, Chuck's eccentric and petty co-worker in NBC's Chuck. Lee also had brief appearances in shows like Monk, The Unit, and even made a splash in the iconic Nextel Dance Party commercial. Beyond Dexter, C.S. Lee has continued to showcase his range. He voiced characters in the cult favorite video game The Secret World, took on more emotional roles in indie films like Altered Minds in 2013 and Come As You Are in 2019, and recently returned to the screen in The Brother's Son and Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2024. His role as Master Kim Sun-young in the 6th season of Cobra Kai brought a fresh wave of admiration from fans old and new. Today at 53 with over 78,000 Instagram followers, C.S. Lee is still making moves, whether it's forensic science, martial arts, or heartfelt drama. But for Dexter fans, he'll always be the guy who made us laugh, even in the morgue. Eric King as James Dokes. As Sergeant James Dokes, the intense and suspicious homicide sergeant, King delivered one of the most iconic and explosive performances in the show's early seasons. His piercing stare, military precision, and refusal to be fooled by Dexter's facade kept viewers on edge and rooting for both sides of the same twisted coin. Before Dexter, Eric King was already a seasoned actor with roles in shows like NYPD Blue, Oz, and The District. He often portrayed law enforcement or military figures, bringing authenticity and grit to every role. His film appearances include National Treasure in 2004, Desperate Measures in 1998, and Ice Princess in 2005, where he showed his versatility beyond tough guy roles. After his unforgettable exit in Season 2 of Dexter, King continued appearing in popular series such as Burn Notice, The Mentalist, and The Night Shift. He also lent his voice to animated roles and remained a steady presence in both TV and independent film projects. Now in his early 60s, Eric King remains a fan favorite, especially for that final explosive confrontation with Dexter that still gives fans chills to this day. While Dexter moved on without Dokes, his legacy lives on because no one ever sniffed out the dark passenger quite like him. Amy Garcia as Jamie Batista. Sweet, nurturing, and always looking out for her brother, Jamie Batista, played by Amy Garcia, brought warmth and heart to the darkness of Dexter. Introduced in Season 6, Jamie served as Dexter's son's babysitter and the younger sister of Angel Batista. But make no mistake, behind her bright smile was a woman fiercely protective of her family, and her presence brought fresh energy to the later seasons of the show. Before her time on Dexter, Amy Garcia was already a rising star. She charmed audiences in Cadet Kelly in 2002 and made waves as George Lopez's niece on the hit sitcom George Lopez. She also appeared in Spanglish, D-War, and Major Movie Star with Jessica Simpson. Her versatile talent spanned both comedy and drama. Post-Dexter, Garcia stepped into sci-fi as Dr. J. Kim in RoboCop in 2014 and found a second wave of fame as fan favorite Ella Lopez, the quirky forensic scientist in Lucifer from 2016 to 2021. Her role was so beloved that it helped carry the show through to its 6th season. She's also flexed her writing skills, co-authoring the Netflix film Blade of the 47 Ronin in 2022. Most recently, she starred in the Netflix holiday film Christmas with You and voiced Alex Gonzalez in Dragons: The Nine Realms from 2021 to 2023. Now 46 years old, Amy Garcia is more vibrant than ever, with 2.1 million Instagram followers cheering her on. Whether it's acting, writing, or voice work, she's still lighting up every screen she's on. And there you have it, the Dexter cast then and now. If you enjoyed this dive into Miami's darkest legends, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more TV throwbacks and cast updates.